In less than 24 hours, people in a mental health crisis will be able to access trained counselors with just 3 numbers. 988 will officially become the National Suicide Prevention Hotline starting tomorrow. But is Iowa ready to take part in this national rollout? Local 5's Mary Sugden joins us with that answer.
Samantha, in a crisis, remembering or finding the right hotline number can be tricky, which is what this law, which was signed by former President Donald Trump, aims to solve. All you need to remember is to text or dial 988, and help will be on the other side of your phone. With just 3 digits,
you have reached the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
Someone in a mental health crisis will find care.
Setting up the infrastructure for 988 has been a heavy lift.
Sarah Nelson is the CEO of Community Crisis Services, one of 2 centers tasked with answering Iowa's 988 calls and texts. The other is Foundation 2. In order to handle an anticipated uptick in clients, Nelson says her center ramped up its staff from 88 to over 180.
It's a massive hiring undertaking during a time when workforce is experiencing major challenges. So it's definitely had its unique challenges, and we're doing something that's never been done before.
And if an Iowan uses 988 and neither center has an available staffer, she says the call or text will roll over to a trained counselor in a different state.
We know if somebody calls, chats, or texts that they are going to get a crisis counselor that's trained and there for them at the other end of that line. Our goal is ultimately to get to the point where we are answering 90% of Iowans' 988 calls, chats, and texts by our 2 local centers.
Nelson says the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline has put out early projections for what call volume might look like. But she says those are just projections. And like any new endeavor, Iowa's 2 centers will likely encounter kinks to work out.
We're going to be learning as we go in terms of what is that actual capacity going to need to look like, what staff will we need to make sure that we're able to answer 90% of the calls within Iowa. And we're going to learn that as we go and adjust.
And Nelson wants you to understand there is no wrong time to call or text 988 if you feel like you're in need of some extra support. Whether you feel like you're needing help or maybe someone you know is and you're not quite sure how to help them. No matter the level of support you need, Nelson says counselors will be there. Mary Sugden, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Very important information there. Thank you, Mary. If you or someone you know needs help now, before 988 goes into place, we have the National Suicide Prevention Hotline number on your screen. You can also text HELLO to the other number on your screen. Both options are free and available 24/7.